game physically, which one of them is competing in figure. That's me up there. And I'm working my way back because I've been to the bottom. And the bottom for me was 8 weeks ago. And I had neurosurgery in my lower back because I aggravated a back injury so badly that I lost function of my left leg. You know when you go to sleep at night, you wake up in the middle of the night, your arm is numb because you've been sleeping on it, you can't feel it, you know it's there, but you can't. That was my left leg. And that's why I had to go backstage and take my high heels off because I can't maneuver them very well yet. So I had neurosurgery in middle of April, a couple months ago. And I'm making my way back to the top. So that picture, lower right or lower left for you guys, that's the geek in the hospital taking a selfie 4 hours after getting off the table. But what I did, as soon as I woke up, I had all the supplements there. And that kept me, I wasn't on pain meds. I left the hospital with a mountain of pain meds and I didn't take any of them. And the neurosurgeon comes up and I'm walking around and he looks at me and he goes, were you just on my table? I'm like, yeah. And he's a young guy, so he kind of gets it. He goes, you don't want to stay overnight, do you? I said, no. He goes, all right, get out of here, you're good. And if all goes as planned, I'll be competing in the National Figure Championships at the end of July here in Las Vegas. So now let's get to business. Amino acids in this awesome product that we've got. We really have a home run here for many reasons. Branched chain amino acids. Have you guys heard that word before? It's 3 specific amino acids, leucine, isoleucine, and valine, and they've been found to do wonderful things in regenerating and building muscle, which is the whole idea of leaning out and losing weight. You have to also build muscle, right? Right. And anything you can do to make that process easier and more effective, you want to do it, and you want your clients to be doing it as well.
Right.
So, let's look at the overview of amino acids. We get them from food, both plant and animal sources in our diet, and we get them from supplements. Our body uses amino acids to build proteins to build stuff like muscles and hormones and stuff in the brain called neurotransmitters. If you take somebody that's really healthy and then you put them on a high carbohydrate, high sugar diet, you kind of deplete them of amino acids, you will soon find yourself in the presence of a tired, possibly depressed, and very anxious, getting obese person. That's what happens. That's what's happening, essentially. So your first group, these are the beast mode folks. I have no idea who's in that picture, but these are your beast mode folks. These are, like those of us that were in the gym. Is Omar from Utah here?
Yeah, yes.
Omar from Utah. He was in the gym this morning at 6:30. We talked about our coolers that we packed in the airport. Are you here? Hey! All right, so your beast mode folks. We're the ones that bring our food everywhere we go. We pack chalk when we travel so that we can chalk our hands up in the gym. We're the ones that you're a little intimidated by in the gym. We need branched chain amino acids because they very specifically allow us a little more energy to train a bit harder, which we do every single day. And these 3 amino acids are super critical for the building of new muscle proteins. Now, glutamine, another amino acid, also promotes muscle strength and fat loss, but also the endurance athlete that's sick all the time, upper respiratory tract infections, stuff like that, usually that indicates a glutamine deficiency. So this product can be really helpful for your hardcore runner or triathlete that's getting sick all the time. Medium chain triglycerides, also found in coconut oil. Those special fats don't have to go through the same complicated digestive process that the other fats do, so they are available for energy a lot faster than, say, olive oil. Okay, fats have a fairly complicated way of being used in the body. Medium chain triglycerides just get straight to the point. So for those of us that are training hard and we're on a pretty low carb diet anyway, or we're getting ready for shows, those MCTs give us an energy source that we wouldn't otherwise have, and they keep blood sugar levels low. Or stable, I should say, not low. Customer type number 2. These are actually 2 real clients of mine, by the way. They are overweight. They gave up 15 years ago, and they're thinking about giving up again, probably for good, and they just don't know what to do. Sometimes they're on a lot of medications, they're tired, they're just like, healthy. Yeah, like you talk about health and they kind of want to give you the bird because they're just over it. They've tried everything, it's not working. Well, this product is really important for them because their body has not seen a branched chain amino acid in 10 years because they're not found in tortilla chips and bagels. The other thing with this crowd is that because they're so unhealthy, they're not going to wake up tomorrow and decide to go to the gym. You have to get them feeling better first. Right. And if you can get their energy levels back and increase their motivation levels because they're feeling better, right, then they're going to get up and go for a walk. They're not going to get up and go for a walk until they start feeling better, and they're not going to start feeling better until they start taking some of this stuff. So that's this group. MCTs, we are asking this crowd to go from a high sugar, high carbohydrate diet into a low carbohydrate, higher fat, higher protein diet. Well, it might seem easy for us, but for them, their metabolism has been used to running off sugar for 10, 15, 20 years. If you just yank them off that without any amino acid supplements, they're going to quit in 2 weeks because they'll feel so lethargic and headachy and kind of crummy that they'll say, this was just another one of those stupid things, and they'll stop. So if you can get them on Slenderize with these amino acid products, get them on a shake in the morning and a shake at night, particularly your women that are craving everything at night, get them on this stuff. All of a sudden, they wake up and they start to feel better and it just works. So this is your second group. I love this third group. My 70 and 80-year-olds. These guys and gals, this guy, I've been with him for 2 years, and that picture was taken about 6 months ago. You know what? These folks want to kick ass again. Because they used to. But then they let 30 years go by and they arrive, and most of them are out to here because they forgot how to take care of themselves. But they want to. And they look at you and they go, well, what do I eat? What do I drink when I'm training? The branched chain amino acids in this group is always tired because they're getting old. It's not just that they're getting old, it's that they've let themselves get old without taking care of anything, so their bodies are just breaking down. They need amino acids because they will not be as tired when they start walking and when they start walking up and down stairs and doing their little squats. They need to be sipping on amino acids. These guys also need all the muscle building help they can get their hands on because their bodies stopped building muscle 15 years ago. Glutamine, these folks are oftentimes, their immune system is so run down that they get sick a lot, right? How many of you know people in their 70s and 80s that get sick a lot? They're hospitalized a lot? Gosh, you got to get them on glutamine. You really do. It makes all the difference in the world. MCTs, they may, research has been very clear on this, we're kind of new in the field, but MCTs, because they keep blood sugar levels in the body low and the brain can actually use MCTs for energy, we think that these can delay the onset of neurological diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. The other thing that MCTs do is they protect against hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia is the low stuff. So when you eat a Snickers bar and your blood sugar level goes boop, that's hyperglycemia. Hypo is when it goes neuro. So MCTs help prevent that rise and that fall. So very important product combination for these folks. So the bottom line, and I've really learned to think this way with our products, is we think system. You use the Pure Nourish protein, the pea protein, plus the branched chain amino acids, plus RestoreX. So I think protein plus greens to build, and to help clean out. That's the combination I'm using. And just actually last week, I used, just last week I used, just FYI, I haven't trained a day in the last 10 years without branched chain amino acid products, but what I did the other day is I used 2 scoops of the Pure Nourish Power Boost. It's chocolate. Yeah. So it goes well with about half a cup of coffee blended with a bunch of ice. So ice, a couple scoops of Pure Nourish Power Boost, and half a cup to a cup of just black coffee. I'm not into the jittery pre-workout woo. Oh, I don't do that. So this gave me a nice clean. Did you like that? That gave me a nice clean, a good clean feeling during the lifting session without being jittered out and crashing afterwards. So that's how I'd recommend it for you guys that are lifting. I'm around. I'd be really happy to talk to you guys about the use of these products with athletes or any group that you're interested in. Also, you know, like I said, I came back from a real severe injury and having to have neurosurgery. So if anyone's out there and you're feeling like you can't get up and work out because you're injured, just come talk to me, because literally, I mean, I've come out of like dragging my leg around because I couldn't walk, and I'm lifting 100% now. So if I can do it, you guys can do it, and I'm happy to talk to you about that. Thank you.